Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Sunday Sports Extra. I'm Andrew Chernoff. We have a crazy show for you tonight. We'll get to some Lamar football a little bit later, along with this week's SETX Sports High School football rankings. But first, we have a duo from Lamar, Coach Larry Tidwell of the women's basketball team, Pat Knight of the men's basketball team. Thank you guys so much for coming in tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us.
No problem. Golf tournament coming up for Lamar. Can you tell me about it? How do you get to go?
Well, it's our 6th annual Academic Excellence Golf Tournament. It's going to be September the 24th. It's going to have, at Beaumont Country Club, we'll have 2 flights at 8 a.m. and we'll have one at 2 p.m. And it costs $500 per team or $125 per individual. And you can be a whole sponsor at $100. And we're just going to go out there and have a lot of fun, fellowship, and raise money for men's and women's basketball in summer school, Pat.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't understand we have to pay for summer school. And like when I was the head coach at Texas Tech, being a big school, it's taken care of. So you kind of take those things for granted. And so from a budget standpoint, we have to raise money. And so the golf tournament is one of the things we do to raise money. And actually, I don't do anything for it. You got to give Coach Tidwell works his butt off. And because I'm not a salesman, you know, not really good at it. And he does a great job with it. And I've kind of piggybacked on him because it used to be 2 separate tournaments, and then when I got hired, we talked, it's just basketball. And so we do it together, and this year we're doing it with baseball also, so Coach Gilligan is going to be a part of it. But we have to do it. We need it for our kids to go to summer school because we just don't have the budget from a school standpoint. And, you know, everyone always comes up to us, even yesterday at the tailgate parties, hey, what can we do for you guys? And I said, well, you need to come to our golf tournament. If you can't play, at least sponsor a hole because it helps pay for our kids going through summer school.
Yeah, our summer school this year will be a little bit over $100,000 total between us. But that's the way that you graduate them on time. You have a higher GPA, and they get to major in what field they really want to do.
And that's Monday, of course, September 24th at the Beaumont Country Club. I want to talk a little bit about your sports for a quick second. Both of your schedules came out. Let's start with Coach Knight first.
Start with Coach
Yeah,
Knight.
we'll start with Coach Knight first. What do you think about your schedule?
It's tough, you know, but there's some circumstances from having to return games that were already in place before we got here. Our league went to round robin for just 1 year, so we had to drop games. And so the easiest games to kind of get rid of, no one wants to play at home. And so it's just the circumstances, and so we only have 1 home game in the pre-conference. But after this year, you know, let the fans know it'll be back to having 5 or 6 home games. But we just had to do it for 1 year. But believe me, we didn't want to do it, but it was out of our control. And so we could be negative about it, complain, but we're just going to look at it as a great challenge. But I have to be careful as a coach, though. You know, we will take some hits, I think, some games that maybe we would have won if we played at home. I can't get too down on them because, I mean, gee, but Chris, they're playing 12 games on the road.
And Coach Tidwell, your schedule came out. First game against Baylor, the defending national champions.
Against Baylor, defending national champs. It'll be the
you did it with A&M the year before that.
The year before that.
Why?
So, well, it's one of the things that we have to do, and Pat does it too. We have to play money games to put money back into our budget. We understand that. When we took the job, we know what the deal is, and so we just do it. And we're playing also at Texas Tech. We're at Ole Miss, we're at Rice, we're at Louisiana Monroe. And last year we had one of those quirks in the schedule too, where we were gone from the Montaigne Center 42 days before we played a home game. And it does make a difference, but it does make your team resilient. And hopefully we're going to build from that and have another very strong team this year. And our expectations are to get to the NCAA tournament to win the Southland Conference. And like Pat will tell you, when we get people out and support us in golf tournament, you know, our golf tournament, they let us know they really care about our programs. Plus, when it comes to buying season tickets, and we want to fill the Montaigne, because I'm very excited that we're going to doubleheaders.
Yeah, we need to get. I think there's too much and we've talked about women's and men's basketball perspective. It's like 2 different fan bases, and it shouldn't be that way. It's just basketball, so that's why we're really excited about the doubleheaders. You get both of our groups of fans, and now we're just going to have bigger crowds.
Well, thank you guys both for coming in today. And September 24th, Beaumont Country Club.
8 o'clock a.m. and 2 p.m. But the live auctions at 12:30. Big Rich Corville's got gumbo, and we're ready to roll.
Good stuff. We'll post the schedule at some point. So.
And be sure and contact Cindy Hall.
Yes. She'll get her
409-880-8301 because we need whole sponsors or we need players.
Her phones will be ringing off the hooks.
All right. Think red, Thank Lamar. Yes.
Do that
I
like-
told you he's the best.
He is. He sells anything. ShamWow or something.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.